and things like it is the equivalent of the red pill.
This is a technology, it's a computing language, and I can build an app on it.
Is Bitcoin the currency of the future?
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain, whoa. I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the HODL gang. HODL gang, HODL gang, HODL gang. Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain, whoa. I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the HODL gang. HODL gang, HODL gang, HODL gang. Ethereum pays for my rent. Bitcoin pays for the vent. Litecoin pays for the jet. Bitcoin cash for the rest. Spent 30 racks on an ICO. What coin did you buy? I forgot, yo. Just got started last night, bro. And I'm already hooked like a pipe stove. Flipping the coin, making it grow, taking it slow, letting it go. Cash flow's growing, it's incredible to watch it flow. Stacking the cash, taking it home, making it fast. I'm on a roll. Little bit mo's all I ask for the bubble, though. Currently, learning about a new type of currency. Burning the dollar down like an emergency. Urgently, listen, my friends have been urging me. Coins have been surging, we're earning like urgency. We on a mission, man. Crypto maniac. Act like you don't really know about it. Stop that. Bitcoin blowing up like a bomb. Step back. Used to be a couple $100. Should've copped that. Blew up on the scene from the mind of a brainiac. Back in 2009, where the miners at? Silk Road, baby. It's gotta be anonymous. Satoshi blew up. Now we on the map.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero, and we are back at it again with another episode of Crypto Portfolio Updates. For those of you who are in the bag chasers, first and foremost, salute to the bag chasers. You will be getting this day of post-recording, Sunday, the 24th. Everyone else, happy hump day. It's the 27th for you when you'll be seeing this, the general public. And until we hit our goal of 500 subs, that's just the way it's going to be. Once we hit 500 subs, as part of the, we'll be shifting the platform around. I got some goodies once we get monetized. That'll be for the channel holders first, but up until we hit 500, which we're inching towards it every single day, it's going to happen. The more we push towards that, the better things are going to be. We'll get some, obviously. But the Bag Chasers, that is not my Patreon group. It is a Patreon group belonging to Anton Daniels of AntonDaniels.com, of which I am a member. You can catch me over there in the Discord regularly. I troll around the crypto space. Sometimes I'm in the Bag Talk room. Sometimes I'm in the general chat. But either way, if you join the Bag Chasers, make sure to get into the Discord. The Discord's where it's at. Discord's where the action's happening. The Patreon's cool. Like, he uploads Patreon videos, but as far as the networking and the sharing of knowledge, all of that's happening in the Discord. So definitely jump yourselves on in there and say what's up to your boy. And tell them Reckless Ray Dinero sent you. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start this off the way that we do. Make me small. Get down here. Make sure we got... Okay, they're all above my head. Good. And then let's make this a little bit bigger. Make sure they're still above my head, because we're going to just dive right on into it. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video as we're trying to get ourselves out into the algorithm, as we're trying to make sure that we are seen, we are heard, we are acknowledged. Liking, sharing, and subscribing definitely helps with that. And we're going to jump into it. This is going to be nice because one of our projects is on here. On the top gainers and losers, the top 5. Let's have a talk about it. So, at number 1, at rank 712, we have StoreX SRX with a gain of 31. Oh, hold up a second. We're going to have to refresh this. There it goes. Okay. Ooh, and an old one on the losers. Nice. This is interesting. I'm on both sides of this. This is cool. Hold on. Let me make sure we're here, right? Because like I said, we do these live, so the charts change, but I caught it the same one. So StoreX is still at number 1 at a rank of 710 with 31.8% gain. At number 2, at a rank of 603, we have Gifto, GFT, with a gain of 23.1% in the last 24 hours. Number 3, we have Uki, OOKI, at rank 913 with a gain of 19% in the last 24 hours. At number 4, we have at rank 87. Ooh, this one's over the 100 marker, baby. This one's making some headway. We have Wemix, WEMIX, and with a gain of 18.1%. And at number 5, rounding it out, one of the platforms that we use and one of the tokens we hold is Alchemix, ALCX, at a rank of 560 with a gain of 17.2%. Now, that's actually going to be going officially in next year's portfolio for the bull run. We will be loading up a position on that since we are heavily use that platform this whole year. Gave it a runabout, gave it a test it, kicked the tires. We like it. We're gonna be using it next year. So we are going to have a position for the bull run next year. I actually need to move that onto that list. Now we're moving over to the losers. I hope none of you are on this list. I have a token from way back in the days of old that I've been in and out on for a long time that's on this list, but we're not on this list currently. We're not in that position anymore. It's been long gone, but for records purposes, it's still starred. So let's get to it. At number 1, at a rank of 491, we have Refinable, FINE, with a loss of 29.6% in the last 24 hours. At number 2, we have at rank 297, Loom Network, the old token, Loom Old, with a loss of 20.5% in the last 24 hours. I'm assuming that Loom Network has upgraded their token and moved over to a different generation of the token, and this is just people either migrating the old token over or just selling off the old token and leaving the project because they're not savvy enough to migrate their tokens. At number 3, at rank 783, we have Dawn Protocol, DAWN, with a loss of 20% in the last 24 hours. And number 4, we have Referium, RFR, at rank 832 with a loss of 18.7% in the last 24 hours. And rounding out the list at number 5, last but not least on the biggest losers of the day, we are looking at STPT at a rank of 216 with a loss of 18.9% in the last 24 hours. Fortunately, we're not still in those positions. We're not still holding on to those bags. We've been long gone from this position specifically. And yeah, it's gone now. It's gone now. Bye now. It's gone. So fortunately, we're not still there. And that rounds out the top 5 gainers and losers. So we're going to move on over to the portfolio. So let's take the look here. We're sitting at 22%. Shakeout September is in full effect. I'd say we've had over a 10% dip, which kind of leads me to believe that Shakeout September's done what it's going to do. We've taken a 10% hit across the board. We're sitting at 22% in profit, kind of where it's at, kind of looking at what we're looking at. And, I'm kind of feeling like 26.5 might be the end of it. I'm going to wait till the end of the month on those funds that I set aside. I did not do my normal debt leverage buys this week. I'm probably going to do that later today, honestly, because this is pretty abysmal. We've been sideways down. We are sitting at 26.5. I don't know that there's enough juice left in the dump tank to reach where I want to by the end of the month. So we're gonna have to make some decisions, people. That's just what it comes down to. But as you can see, we're sitting here. We're still over 30% Ethereum weighted, which Next year, it'll be as heavy, if not heavier. The second biggest position is Synthetic X Network. That's going to still be probably what it is next year as well, except for at the end of this year, when we close out this portfolio, these positions might actually drop down quite a bit. So the Ethereum weightedness, at least at the start of next year, will be pretty high. The positions that we're looking at getting back into, because we are going to be taking our wins off the Synthetic X Network or Synthetics Network, because we still have to pay that debt position back. So we'll be collecting out our wins, the big win positions. We're going to be taking those out, reallocating the ones that are sitting pretty ugly. We will not be taking out most likely, but some of these that are larger, we'll be using to pay back that debt position, so we can free up that Ethereum, so that we can buy some more Ethereum, so that we can get the Ethereum moved into the liquid staking position in the vault, in the solid state, so that way we can just, let it collect. That's what we're looking at doing there. So let's get into the top 10. Let's do it. For this week, it's basically almost the same as last week. I'm sorry, guys. It's almost the same. Let me shrink this down a little bit so we can get everybody on the same page. At number 1, we have Ethereum, ETH. At number 2, we have Synthetic Networks, SNX. At number 3, we have USDC, USDC. At number 4, we have the staked Yearn Curve vault position. At number 5, we have the Nasdaq's at NSDX. At number 6, we have the original orange pill Bitcoin BTC. At number 7, we have RAF Bitcoin WBTC. And number 8, we have Arbitrum ARB. At number 9, we have Cosmos Hub Atom. At number 10, we have Thor Wallet Dex TGT. So that's going to be the top 10. We are going to segue over into the news now. Actually, hold on. Let me jump one of these out of here also for us. So let's see. We got Thor Wallet. Go ahead and hit that up. Let's see here. Do they have? Oh, well, they're not. Oh my goodness. Borrow. Hold on. Let's go here. So, where is the thing for this? Jesus Christ. Here, we'll do these two. That's fine. Go over through here. Sorry about this, guys. We got to get some other stuff for down the pipeline. We got the alpha to deal with as well. So, okay. So we're jumping over into the news. First news story we've got is going to be shared from Forbes. Is the U.S. really losing its prowess as a cryptocurrency market? Now, both of my news stories are relevant to this, but basically it's the SEC engaging in blatant corruption and bullying. And this article, if you guys want to read it, it is over on Forbes. It's a pretty interesting article. They go through and talk about how the SEC, warned about the dangers of the cryptocurrency market because of the FTX collapse. Every cycle, it's something. This cycle, it was FTX, which is interesting considering that they're giving the whole ringleader of that apparently a slap on the wrist and barely any punishment, and he's not doing too bad. But it's the worst thing ever, even though the person who they put as the poster child of the criminal activity and how dangerous this is really isn't getting punished and is pretty much about to get let off. Something to think about. Again, dog and pony show that these people put on. They have the quotes from Gary Gensler that says he's been around finance for 44 years and he's never seen a field so rife with misconduct. But, it's funny because rife with misconduct you would think that would also allude to, Chase Bank having a boat that was carrying around an illicit powdery substance that people put in their nose and getting busted with tons of it moving in and out of the country. That was a bank. But crypto's bad. Illegally holding people's wealth in your safe deposit boxes at a bank. Take your pick. Ill-gotten gains. Illegally transporting gold for people. Illegally moving things for people, product in and out of the country on your boats. That's what the bank does. But the cryptocurrency market is so rife with misconduct. It's daunting, according to Gensler. And I understand that there are going to be bad actors. That's not to say that there aren't bad actors in crypto. It's just to say that most illegal transactions happen within your bank and with dollars. The majority of them. Like, let's not act like crypto, every criminal is tech savvy. Let's not pretend that they're not. The other thing that's super interesting is he's not going after the bad guys. He didn't bring down the hammer on FTX. He's attacking Coinbase. He's attacking Gemini. He's attacking Kraken. He is attacking Ripple. He's attacking Binance. And what are these companies doing? They're shutting down operations in the US, which is giving you and you know who he's not attacking? Fidelity. He's picking favorites. Coinbase has been around since the start doing business and has been literally, most of us in the crypto space don't even like Coinbase because they want to kiss boots and the ring and whatever else they need to kiss to get to be at the forefront of the crypto industry in the United States, that it literally rubs those of us who are anti-establishment and anti these people because they're archaic dinosaurs that don't understand how computers work, but get to give regulation over cryptocurrency. That we don't like, people in the space don't even like Coinbase, and they're attacking them. They're attacking the Geminis that we always make fun of because it's very easy to use platform. I like it as a starting out platform. Their fees are less than Coinbase's, but it's a boring platform. It's nothing exciting going on over there. And all they want to do is do what's necessary to operate within the United States legally. And then the SEC just gets to decide to extort them out of money after they've been doing this for over 10 years. It wasn't year one that the SEC had a problem. It wasn't year two that the SEC had a problem. We're at 2023 now. The SEC is just now having a problem and throwing fines at everyone to the tune. And like these companies, crypto's global. They don't have to just exist here. And so they're shutting down operations. They're shutting down the ability for people to move their money in and out, which as citizens of this country, you should see what the SEC is doing. They are funneling you into a controlled state. They're trying to wrangle in whatever little bit of control that they have, which is realistically going to be your on and off ramps, the exchanges that you get to use, so that they can put their little stamp, so that they can put their little seal of approval on everything that you do, and also how much you can do and how they allow you into the market. They're closing the doors on people getting into this space and being able to change their financial situations or at least beat inflation. You are being placed into a state where you will be subject to financial slavery. You think that when they release the CBDCs, which are coming, that it's going to get any better for you? It's going to get worse. That's programmable money. They can tell you what you can do down to the specific dollar that they put in your wallet. And for most of you, it's them who will be putting it in your wallet because, let's be honest, they already know who their target market is for controlling with that. If they control your money completely, you've given someone the ability to feed you, and now you are also giving them the ability to starve you to death. You will be controlled. And that's really what this boils down to. But with this specific organization in general, it's so archaic, it's so useless that this isn't about doing what's right by the American citizen, which is supposed to be their mission, is to protect investors, which on the surface sounds awesome. But what it's turned into is protecting the wealthy from having to compete with the common poor man. That's what they do. They are the gatekeepers between you and actual wealth opportunities. They're the gatekeeper between you and actually being able to compete with these wealthy people on a level playing field. They're the gatekeeper between you and opportunity. I don't like gatekeepers. I don't like it at all. And this has been a pain in our side since the cryptocurrency has started because they don't have control over this industry. Now we're going to go to the next story. Another company that has been really playing ball, really trying to play ball. They're the banker coin, the XRP. And the Ripple CEO, Garlinghouse, called out Gensler directly in a conference. He also stated clearly that under this current administration with the current SEC that's in place, running around unchecked, that America is a terrible place to start up a crypto business, period. And then listed off multiple other countries that are better to start off your crypto business in. And I mean, people should be taking notes, especially those of you that are like myself that are heavy in this space, because those same places are probably going to be places that we're going to have to expatriate to, that we're going to have to leave, because I don't want the American noose around my neck telling me what I can do with my money, what I can invest in, how much money I can make, and then telling me that somehow because I'm hip to the game and I understand where the ball's going, that I'm the problem. Like, if that's the way this country's going to be, then I think every intelligent person, I think every wealthy person, I think every person who sees where this game is going should leave. We don't have to be here. We live on a globe. Like, no matter where I go, I'm going to be an American, but like what we're experiencing right now is not even in the most base sense the America that we've grown to believe in, the America that we've grown to be proud of. This is not America. This is not an American value set, telling people that they can't have opportunity, making it so bad that whole industries are leaving your country while you're getting left behind, experiencing brain drain because none of the good companies want to build here now that are going to be relevant in the future. You're dated, probably because everyone who runs this country is a dinosaur, is a fossil that don't get it. Like, they don't use computers, so they don't understand that the computers are the future. But when you have the CEO of Ripple speaking out against the SEC, like, you have a problem. Like, this is a complete, like, people are sick and tired of the way that the SEC is just running around bullying people. They're tired of it. And you can catch this article. This is over on FX Street. But he straight up said, everything the SEC cares about, they lost. Like, the SEC isn't winning. And that's the thing. They're running around unchecked, just losing cases. And the thing is, those cases cost hundreds of thousands, if not millions, in taxpayer dollars because of how long they stretch them out just to try to run these companies out of money. Because that's the game that they play. They just try to run them out of money until they either shut down operations in the US and give up, or they shut down. That's their intent. They're not helping anyone. They're not making anything better. They're also not giving clear regulations on why they're attacking these companies. They're not giving clear regulation. And when they're asked for regulation, they're like, oh, well, like, we can't do it. But for some reason, China can in like 2 weeks. India can whenever they feel like it. Most of the rest of the world has already gotten some sort of regulation framework in place so that they can either attract people there or repel them from being there. Like, this doesn't make sense. Like, they're just bullying the market at the behest of the big players. Fidelity is not getting sued by the SEC. Look at who's coming out with crypto products that aren't getting sued. BlackRock is probably getting ready to have their ETF proposal approved. They came out of left field. Been talking bad about crypto until they're ready, and like, now that they're running all these other people out, oh, we'll hold the crypto for you. Like, this is extortion. This is corruption. Like this is an organization that shouldn't even exist anymore, because if that's the way that they're going to do things and they're going to be blatantly and openly corrupt in your face, they probably don't need to exist. Okay, so now we're going to jump over into the end of the show alpha. First off, we're going to tap back in on, so I found a really good one, really good site that shows some interesting trends that I like to look at here. So like you can see here, this is for Cosmos Hub Atom. Now the token not performing the way that I wanted to, but I've hit my position. But one of the things that I've noticed is you can tell. So we have an uptick of 25% in staking. The amount of people that are staking is up 25.6%, which is awesome. Trading volume is down 10.8%, which is actually good as well. The tokens aren't moving around. Like people aren't trading it. They're holding on to it. They're staking it. They're getting the stake and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then the rewards rate is back over 20%. So it's 20.68%. Super useful information. I do like the way that this breaks this down. It gives me some metrics that I can look at to see what's going on with the token, which is cool. So that's what Atom's doing. That's 20% easy stake. You send it over to the wallet, stake it. You can stake within the wallet. Things that you can stake within wallets is super useful. Another reason we're really an advocate for the Thor chain and the Thor wallet. Pretty awesome. That's the reason we took the position we did in it. Probably be increasing that going into next year. And last but not least, we brought up the old Nasdaq's NSDX token, which we've been taking a little bit of a hit on, but we've been keeping that income coming. So like as we've been buying those dips, we've actually not had to put new money into that. We've been using the money from within the ecosystem. We've also been playing the swings on it. So when it spikes up, when it hits a certain amount spiking up, we'll pull that, sit it over into a stable coin and wait for that dip to come back in and then buy that dip back, which is cool. Been doing that too. But also we've been getting steady income. So we have a steady income stream to buy dips as well to keep it within the range that we want it. Right now, it has dipped down to 47.5% APR for the solid staking. For those of you who were lucky enough to get into the LP, that is at 168.02. Still not working. I'm guessing that position's been filled. That's all that they want in there, which is fine. I just wish I would have got in. Like I wish I would have found this project. Actually, I wish I would have found this project way earlier because like this right here is the stuff that Ray Bear looks for. And so, we've covered all the topics. We got the crypto gainers. We did the gainers and losers, portfolio update. Got a couple of news stories in there for you. Kind of a slow news week because it's just like everything is like down. And then like you're getting all this great news. So like I know on the back end that buys are being made. So I'm getting ready to start doing my back end buys as well. And then, got your alpha. I mean, this was a complete show, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this out. Like I said, we're making that climb towards 500. We're gonna keep putting out the content. I enjoy talking about these things. Once we get over to 500, I got a couple of surprises and goodies for y'all. And yeah, we're gonna start doing some interesting stuff once we get to a level of monetization. But the gist of it, our shows are going to still be the exact same as what they are. I've got one that I would like to start adding in as we hit that point to test out with you guys, because we're just testing shows on this channel. And then as we grow and get bigger, we'll see how that hashes out. And we might break those out into separate channels. So that way you can just show up for what you want. Cause I know I talk about a bunch of crazy stuff over here. But those of you who ride with me through through all my different mediums and all my different rantings and all my different platforms, I appreciate those of you who rock with me on the multi levels. But definitely make sure to like, share, subscribe. We got to get this pushed out as far as we can. Obviously, we're not trying to win over here by ourselves. We put the information out for the people who care to rock with it. I mean, I'm not going to change my format. I'm not chasing the algorithm. We're going to keep doing what we do over here because I do this for my tribe. I am not trying to go out and convince people. If you're not on the same page, this will be here for you when you're ready. I'm not trying to have a bazillion people over here. If I was going to do that, then I would have another offshoot of Fight Club or something of that ilk that's lowbrow, low intelligence. And I would just be doing that. Like, I enjoy going over to the panels that I go over and visit because I can go play over there. We're doing the real work over here. Remember that. We're doing the real work over here, folks. And I don't care how many people show up for that because this is something that I enjoy doing. It's cathartic for me. It makes me check my portfolio every week, like in detail. Like, that helps me make money. So like, I'm winning regardless. So for the tribe that's with me, for those of you who are in the Wolfpack, salute. Shout outs to the Bag Chasers. Definitely like, share, and subscribe because there's definitely always more room in the Wolfpack. With that said, it's your boy Reckless Ray Dinero, and we are out. I'll see you next week. Peace.
Cryptocurrency, currency, cryptocurrency, currency. She love cryptocurrency. Me have a hot sexy girl. Whoa. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. Decentralized like a blockchain. Anyway you see me, girl, you know it now go stop wait. Pull up in the Beamer, all the Benz, the Bentley. Cryptocurrency, that's how we spending. We not in a lending. No for them a stake, yo. We not in a friending. Bad mind fussy them. Once see we ending. Grinding out with face, but call that pretending. Now left me 9 milli. Girls so we trending. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. She love cryptocurrency, currency, cryptocurrency, currency, cryptocurrency, currency. She love cryptocurrency. Made a mass wallet. Cryptocurrency, currency, cryptocurrency, currency, cryptocurrency, currency. Coinbase wallet. Stack it up. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto.